Alright, scholars, so this is the homework. Let's take a look at this. First question, very straightforward. It says, this is a review of point slope form with the idea of perpendicular, okay? So this should enable you guys to do now for tomorrow. So here you have this equation, 2y equals x plus 2, and they want a perpendicular line that passes through this point, right? And they want the final answer in slope-intercept format. So let's take a look at this. First you have here 2y equals x plus 2, right? Obviously this is standard form, so we want to get into slope-intercept form. All I have to do is divide by 2 because I'm solving for y. Y is equal to 1 over 2x plus 1, okay? So x divided by 2 you can't do, so technically that's a 1 divided by 2, and 2 divided by 2 gets you 1. So far so good. So that's this initial equation. Because they want a perpendicular, we know that the m value is already 1/2, right? And the perpendicular slope is actually going to be the negative reciprocal, so it's going to be negative 2 over 1, or just negative 2, okay? So the m value is negative 2. And we also know that the line has to pass through this point, x comma 2, negative 5, right? So I'm going to use point slope form, y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. This is something you have to commit to memory. Here we go, y minus parentheses negative 5 equals the perpendicular slope over here, which is negative 2, parentheses x minus 2. At this point, y minus negative 5 is y plus 5 equals negative 2x plus 4. And at this point from here, what you are supposed to do is subtract 5. Oops, subtract 5. And you get the answer y is equal to negative 2x minus 1. So this is the answer that you are putting into for question number, for the goal formative, okay? For this section up here. For this piece right here, it's a little bit more difficult, okay? So let's take a look at this. Write the equation of a line that is a perpendicular bisector of a line segment that has the two endpoints, 9, 0, and 3, negative 4. So we actually have to do a lot of different things here, right? So the first piece is that we need to find first the midpoint because we have two endpoints. So 9, 0 and 3, negative 4. So let's set up to find a midpoint very quickly. The sum of the x's, so 9 plus 3 over 2. So that's going to give me 12 over 2. And 12 over 2 is going to give me 6. That's my first piece. 0 plus negative 4 over 2. That's going to be negative 4 over 2, which gives you negative 2. Okay? So that's my midpoint. That's just my midpoint. I'm going to save that there for in a second. After you find the midpoint, you need to find the slope. Okay, so now you have here, I'm going to stack these 9, 0, 3, negative 4, right? How do I go from 0 to negative 4? I subtract 4. How do I go from 9 to 3? I subtract 6. So therefore, m value is equal to negative 4 over negative 6. I can simplify this. Negative divided by negative is going to give me a positive. M equals 2 over 3. Okay, now that I have everything that I need, this is the m, this is the midpoint. We need to create the perpendicular bisector, right? So the perpendicular bisector requires a perpendicular slope. This is the original slope, so the perpendicular slope is the negative reciprocal, negative 3 over 2. Okay, so that's the first piece. Perpendicular slope is negative 3 over 2. I need to write point slope form using this point right here. So I'm going to show it on the bottom. Y minus y1 equals x equals m parentheses x minus x1, right? So here we go. It's going to be y minus negative 2 equals negative 3 over 2 parentheses x minus 6. This is, let's simplify at this point. It's going to be y plus 2 is equal to negative 3 over 2x plus, and this is 18 over 2. Let me simplify it further. Y plus 2 equals negative 3 over 2x plus 9. And finally, I'm going to subtract 2 on both sides. Y equals negative 3 over 2x plus 7. There we go. And that's the answer that you guys are going to be putting into your goal formative as well. Okay? That's it.